Hello there. Today we are going to try something different, uh, a kind of file parsing. So what we are going to try is to create a file parser so that we can use this file parser for multiple uses. So I'm going to do an example like to parse email, sorry, to collect email address from a file. So last day we have seen how to filter out the email from a particular string. Now let's apply that function into file. Okay. First of all, let's create a file. Okay, so we need some content. So let's fetch some lorem ipsum content. Okay, so we have a bunch of content, and let's add some tests. Hello. So what we have done is we have created a dummy content. The content contains some text and some email addresses. So let's find out. So right, let's continue. So it says this file is content.text. Okay. Okay. So what we need for converting and finding this email. So first we need to read the file, and then we need to read each line and check for email address. We need to collect that. Okay. So first we can define a file parser, file name. Then we can define a line parser with line in it. And we can define an email extract function. So we already have the email extract function defined. Okay. So if you don't have the particular code, I'll add the link to that video here. So it uses RE module. So we can import RE. Okay, so hmm, can just use, that'll be fine. So first we need to open the file. Okay, and use the with open statement. So we just need to open, it's like finally just want to open it in read mode as FP. And then we need to get line by line. So we can use the function called read line. It, so what read line does is it just reads the first line, that's all. But what we need is a continuous line read till the end of the file. So we can use a while loop for that and set line, then p line equals p read line. What happens here? The first statement it reads the first line, then the line is true, so it comes to the while loop. Again, it reads and repeats until the line gets none. That is when it happens at the end of the line, end of the file. So for each line, what we need is a okay. Suppose we have a email bucket. Let's define this empty list. Then let's append results from the line parser. So each line will be parsed. So we don't need the extra function for this. What we need is turn good. Let's try calling it emails file parser. In our case, it's the content.txt file. Okay, let's save this for a moment. File parser UI. Okay. Let's run this just into print anything. So let's just print emails. I hope this works. None. Why it's none? Okay, let's debug. Let's try printing line by line. Line. Okay. What happens here? Hmm. So it's a single line. It's ended. So what happened here? Okay, I got it. Just change the order. That's it. Still. So what is the problem here? Yeah. Should print here, right? Okay, so it basically goes through every line, but doesn't parse every line, right? Hmm. So just bring here and just print. Yeah, so we check the output. It actually parses something. Actually, just something. So this is none. So here actually parses. So okay, I got it. So actually, we didn't have any problem with the code. We only had problem with the return statement. We didn't have a return statement. That's wonderful. Now let's run. Clear the screen. Let's run. Okay, that's promising because got all the emails, but you don't need the empty sets. So how do we remove all the empty lists? That's very simple. Just into a set, then convert into list. So when we convert the email bucket into set, let's try that. No, that's not possible. Mm, okay, let's try the generator for this. Email bucket if item. So logic is to create a dynamic list only if the item has something. Okay, I think it works. Got it. But we don't need the list, right? Why do we need even? Okay, let me try another example. Maybe in the file, maybe I can add like three more. Yeah, I should set at r.com. Okay, so this is another test case. So let's try this. Yeah, so we need to combine all this. How do we combine this? Hmm. I don't know, maybe we convert it to a list or such. What is your opinion? Hmm? Or nested items, so let's try. Yeah, cannot do that. So, okay, there is another method for that. Return email bucket. You can just extend the list. Okay, try this. Ah, that worked. Cool. So that's it.